Hi children, welcome back in our online English classes. Dear student, I hope you all are fine and enjoying watching videos. Keep watching our videos regularly and study regularly. If you have any doubt, difficulty, you can message me or call me. In our previous video, we have started our fourth lesson, that is loaded chocolate. Let's see remaining part in this video. So we have finished up to page number 34. Now let's see page number 35. Okay. So I'll read for you. You can read along with me by looking at your screen. Watch carefully and listen carefully. There are usually two harvests during the year, one large and one small. The pods are harvested when they are ripe. The picker uses a sharp knife to cut the ripe pods from the trees. The pods are collected into heaps and are then split open in order to remove the beans. At this stage, the beans are covered with a thick white pulp. They don't have the same mouth-watering flavor you discover when you bite into a chocolate cookies. A lot of processing is needed to get that marvelous chocolate taste. So dear student, we like chocolates to eat, and because it has a flavor, it has a sweet taste. But that sweet taste we don't get directly from the seeds. After in process we add that flavor. And that sweetness. So first of all, when we harvest them, so we can harvest means we can cut the ripened fruits two times in the years during the year. One is large and one is small. The pods are harvested when they are ripe, and the picker means who? The people who cut the fruits or who pick the fruits from the tree, they are known as picker. So the picker uses sharp knife to cut the ripe pods from the tree. The pods are collected into heaps and are then split open in order to remove the beans. So after collecting the pods, we need to cut it and split it. Means we separate in two parts. We cut it, open it, and then we remove the beans. Beans means seeds only. So remove the beans. At this stage, the beans are covered with a thick white pulp. So when we get that beans, they are covered with white cover. What is given here? White pulp. They don't have the same mouth-watering flavor you discover when you bite into a chocolate cookie. Cookie means what here? So cookie means, we can see here, cookie means a sweet biscuit. So chocolate cookie, the biscuit, the flavor, it is not here in the beginning. A lot of processing is needed to get that marvelous chocolate taste. So dear student, whatever the highlighted words are given here on this page, you can see harvest, flavor, marvelous. You also highlight in your textbook. You can pause video and take screenshot. Let's see next paragraph. So here in picture it is shown here the process. First of all, it is these pods cut from the tree. Then it is split and opened. After that, these are the beans. We can see these are looking like corn, maize. Then these seeds are crushed here. So let's see. First of all, the pulp has to be removed from the beans, and bitter tasting seeds and pulp are heated or placed in the hot sun. The heat turns the pulp into liquid that is drained from the beans. After the beans are truly dried, they turn a dark chocolate color and are shipped to candy factories all over the world. So we can get these seeds only in Africa, America, West Indies. So dear student, or in coastal lands. So dear students, first of all, what we do here, we remove the beans from the pods, and then bitter tasting seeds and pulp are heated or placed in the hot sun, because these are the land where sun rays come directly. Okay, that's why tropical it is tropics. It is known as tropics, where sun come directly, sunlights come directly. So they dry these beans in the hot sun, and when it is heated or placed in the hot sun, the heat turns the pulp into liquid. Okay, and then it is drained from the beans. After the beans are truly dried, they turn a dark chocolate color and are shipped to candy factories. So after that, we can send them to factory for further process. Okay. After that, what is given here? Factories all over the world, and the flavor from these beans is similar to the sweet smell of chocolate in a candy bar. Okay, so we add their flavor. However, the beans are not ready yet to eat. Okay, means whether we have flavored it, then also we can't eat it. They are not ready to eat. Now, chocolate at last. Now it is given here. How can we get chocolate at last? When chocolate beans arrive at factories, they are cleaned thoroughly. Then they are roasted in a revolving oven which cracks them. Roasted means bake. Okay, to bake. Roasted in a revolving oven which cracks them, and the shells are removed with the help of a current of air. And now we are left with edible pieces called nibs. Okay, whatever the edible pieces are there in that seeds, in that beans, they are known as nibs. Okay, nibs contain about 54% fat. Means that nibs have 54% fat in it, called cocoa butter. Means we can get fat also from chocolate. Okay, so that fat is known as cocoa butter. Okay, so cocoa butter. And they are ground between rollers. Ground means grinder, mixer grinder, you know, we grind. So that grounder. And these meats contain about 54% fat called cocoa butter. They are ground between roller which free the fat which is of a brown color. So we can remove that butter from the cocoa beans, and that is in brown color. Okay. Let's see on the page number 36. The fat is then treated in powerful presses which turn it into a hard cake. Some of the fat is allowed to squeeze out of the press, and the hard cake is then crushed and sifted to have the familiar brown cocoa powder. So at last we are getting here cocoa powder. Okay. So I think we can get cocoa powder from our stores too. Okay. So the fat is then treated in powerful presses which turn into a hard cake. Some of the fat is allowed to squeeze out of the press. Means we take that fat and make it powder by pressing it. Okay. And the hard cake is then crushed and sifted to have the familiar brown cocoa powder. So whatever the cocoa color is there, chocolate color is there, we get that, and that color powder we get here. So what is meant by sifted? Let's see. Sift means put through a sieve. Okay, so we put in a sieve. Then now this one here. So we can see here the process is given. Cocoa beans are heated here and crushed. This is the oven. Okay, then cocoa leaf, this is the current, air current we have seen. Okay, then crushing is here, and we are removing butter here, then and butter press is here. So we are getting this type of chocolate, means cocoa cake, and we are making a powder. Understood? Let's see next paragraph. In the manufacture of eating chocolate, the roasted nibs are crushed, mixed with sugar and made into a paste. Dried cow milk is added to the mixture. If milk chocolate has to be made, usually vanilla or other flavorings are also added. Machines turns this paste into thin dry flakes. These flakes are then put in big oblonge. Okay, what is that word? Let's see. Oblong, then oblong through. In each of these troughs. A granite roller is pushed backwards and forwards for several days. The chocolate now becomes a fine rich liquid. Okay. So dear student, what is here? So when we are getting chocolates into manufacture means to create. So the roasted nibs are crushed and mixed with sugar and made into a paste. So the nibs are grind here and make its paste by adding sugar and flavors. Okay. Dried cow milk is added, means milk powder. Milk powder is also we add here if milk chocolate has to be made. If we want to make milk chocolate, then we need to add milk powder there. Usually vanilla or other flavoring also we can add, means whatever the flavors we want to make, we should add that flavor in it. Then machines turn this paste into thin dry flakes. Okay, there are machines to mix all these things and we can make its flakes. These flakes are then put in along through. In each of these two troughs, a granite roller is pushed backward. Again, we can see here. Okay. So backwards and forward for several days, and the chocolate now becomes a fine rich liquid. So dear student, we can see here these pictures again, how we are adding flavors and sugar. Okay. Then what is this? You can see here. Okay. And chocolate mold, chocolate bar, we are getting at last there. Okay. Next. This liquid is then run into polished molds where it is left to solidify. This is mold. Okay, chocolate mold means that is one type of tray only. So we here we solidify that chocolate liquid, and when the mold is given a gentle tap, the solid block comes out from the tray. If we give it tap, the chocolate comes out. Okay. So in this way we are getting chocolate here. Now let's see new words from this page. Shift means put through a sieve. Oblong means rectangular, that is one shape. Rich means containing large amount of fat, butter, etc. And conching means is a mechanical process by which chocolate is worked into finer grains. So dear student, I hope you understood this video very well. Rewrite these keywords in your notebook 5 times. Again, highlight the words in your textbook. Remaining part we will continue in our next video.